Hey guys, it's Lemon here and welcome back to another Wild Horse Islands video. So you guys, these server and map updates are now out in Wild Horse Islands. Forest Island and Mountain Island have been redesigned. 2 new island unique horses, Bay Leopard Appaloosa, which can be found on Forest, and Buckskin Clydesdale, which can be found on Mountain. Islands have been grouped and separated into their own servers. This allows us to add new islands and create higher quality visuals. And in addition to this, the spring event has come to an end. Now next I'll go ahead and read you guys Trick's update log. So the update log says server updates. Islands are now grouped together into specific servers. This change has been made to allow us to continue to add new islands as well as greatly improve the quality of existing islands. If we didn't make this change, we could never add more new islands to the game. Seriously. The current server groups are as follows. Main server, which includes mainland, blizzard, forest, and tutorial. There's the mid-level island server, which is royal, desert, and mountain. High level, which has jungle, lunar, and volcano. There's the training hub, which has training island, the trading hub, which has the trading hub. And then there's the role-playing server, which has both roleplay island and wild island. There's the breeding hub server, which has the breeding hub. And then stable island is available on all servers. Next up, there's the island updates. So Forest Island and Mountain Island have both been remade from scratch. These new versions host high levels of detail compared to the old ones. They are much more exciting. The flower field on Forest Island has a high chance of spawning flowers to collect. You will notice that the bridge on Mountain Island is currently blocked off. We are working on some super exciting stuff for that side of the island. It will become available in the near future. All islands now have a realistic looking ocean, aside from Blizzard, which is now solid ice. Most islands have received small updates such as improved foliage and minor terrain adjustments. So for the new horses, there's the Bay Leopard Appaloosa, which is Forest Island unique, and the Buckskin Clydesdale, which is Mountain Island unique. And then here is the Appaloosa. It is the Bay Leopard and can be found on Forest Island and is an island unique coat. This looks really cool looking. I love all the little spots and patterns on it. It's a very lovely island unique coat, so if you were wondering what it looks like, this is what it is. Now, this here is the quote Clydesdale, but as you can see, something seems to have went wrong, and it says Appaloosa. This is currently in a horse shop on Mountain, but it seems to have the Clydesdale mane. It's just on an Appaloosa, but this is what the coat looks like. I believe that this is just a bug and should hopefully get fixed soon, but you gotta admit, it looks kind of funny with like the Appaloosa having the Clydesdale's mane, but this is the coat. It's supposed to be on a Clydesdale, but right here it's on an Appaloosa. I don't really know why, but this is what it is if you were wondering what it looked like. And then there is a new dynamic wind system. So if you go into Wild Horse Islands, you should see some wind going around here and there. This is disabled if you toggle off the high quality setting. There's a new wood texture. And then in addition to this, wild horses now spawn in a more scattered fashion. They will spawn in slightly different locations each time. All resources in the game can now be harvested by multiple players at a time. Anybody who does a sufficient amount of damage to the resources will be rewarded once it is fully depleted. This means you can work together with others to grind resources. This has been added to reduce the increased resource competition caused by these server updates. There will always be more players per island now, in public servers. And then the resources and wild horse respawn time is now dependent on how many players are on the island when it was depleted or caught. This does not apply to private servers. And yeah, that is the update log for this update. So you guys, I have already checked out this update on my map update livestream, but I'll just be showing you guys what ended up coming. So here on mainland, as you can see, there are some new bushes and things like that, but not much has really changed. I checked out all of the islands and not much has changed except for, Forest Island and Mountain Island, so those are the ones that we'll be going to. Forest Island is still in the same server as mainland, so we don't get teleported to a new one. However, when we go to Mountain, we will. So Forest Island was drastically changed. As you can see from this map here, it is now really big. And in addition to this, the horse spawns have changed, so they will now spawn in slightly different spots as well. Now I know that this may have upset some people, but quite honestly, it was really easy to catch horses before. Oh look, here's a horse right here. So this just makes it a little more challenging, but overall I don't think it's too bad. You can go to your other islands if you would like. You can go to Royal. You can go to Blizzard. You can go where you would like to go. And look, here's another horse right here. And then another thing that came out to help with the resource competition, now that there is less islands per server, is you can harvest resources with another person. So let's say me and let's just pretend that there's another person. If we were both harvesting this copper and did a significant amount to it, we would both get that copper. So you guys can harvest things together, and then the horse spawn rates of course change as well. But overall, Forest Island is absolutely gorgeous. Graphic wise, so far this is my new favorite island. It's giving me kind of like woodland fairyland vibes in a way, and just like wood and forest and cute. And then look, oh, there's a apple basket that spawned right here, and then there's a little campfire, there's wells, there's a lot of really cute graphics and cabins scattered throughout. Now let's go and head on over to the flower field. There's also this really gorgeous waterfall right here. The graphics are so pretty. And here we are in the flower field. So at the flower field, there is a higher chance of flowers to spawn. So if you need some flowers, the flower field is a fantastic place to go to get them. And then there's usually a horse that spawns up there as well. We'll go ahead and pick this here flower, and we also got a flower seed from that one. Flower seeds are really good to plant if you want to try and get neon flowers, or if you just want like bulk flowers. Oh, and from that one we got 2 flower seeds. So this area over here is fantastic for harvesting both flowers and flower seeds. There we go, we got another flower seed pack. We just got a regular flower there, but I can see myself spending a bunch of time here and just picking flowers, because who doesn't love flowers? It's so cute, and I think that this was a great idea for them to add to Forest Island. Now, Forest Island is really big, so the best thing you can do is just go in game and check it out yourself, but next up we're going to be heading to Mountain Island. So this here is Mountain Island. Now, it's really big. Even bigger than Forest Island it seems, but currently only the first half of it is unlocked. So if you take a look at this little bridge here, that is where the cutoff is. So currently we can access everything in this first area. And it's really gorgeous. There's a lot more waterfalls. It was completely redesigned, but be careful because you can easily fall down and have to climb all the way back up. I did that a couple times, but you know what? It's okay. We're just going to be really careful. It's almost like an obby in a way. Mountain Island has really transformed, and it's also a lot easier to access the NPC because he's just over here and he has a little house now. This is Doug, the Mountain Island NPC. I remember the old Mountain Island, you would have to go all the way up to the tippy top of the mountain in order to find Doug, which would take a long time. It would take a very long time. But if you go on over here, you can see that there is a bridge with a bunch of rocks. And it says Mountain Island Phase 2 is coming soon. So the whole other half with the mountain itself is not yet out, but it will be coming soon, so just stay patient. I'm sure that this must have taken a long time to redesign both Forest and half of Mountain Island from scratch. Now, all the islands also have a more realistic looking ocean, except for Blizzard Island, so that's where we're going to head to next. Here we are at Blizzard, and as you can see, it really is just solid ice. You can go ahead and walk on the oceans. Can you slide? No, you don't really slide on the ice, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, this is Blizzard Island right now. It just has ice. The ocean has turned to ice. So I think that is all for the map update. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. I think that the graphics are really gorgeous. It might not be the best for horse hunting, but it sure is stunning, and the game has just been progressing and progressing, and this is the only way that they can add new islands, so I'm excited to see if we get some more new islands in the future, because, you know, now they have more space to add more new islands. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Wild Horse Islands content, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye, everybody.